Come and renovate my lawn with me for the first time this year. My apologies for the wind in the first section, but you'll get my voice over for the rest of it. So that's everything I'm using for the renovation. And in the first part, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the lawn as low as possible because I really want to cut back everything that's on this lawn. And then next, I'm going to tidy up the edges. I do this because it just looks a lot neater. Then you get a really defined line when it comes to seeding around the edges, as I do them by hand. And then I moved on to scarifying. This is the Works Nitro Scarifier. Now you want this blade attachment in there and you want them to just touch the soil. Now I went over this 3 times in 3 different directions and absolutely butchered it. If the lawn could talk, it would literally say to me, I've got nothing left, like Ian Bill. Now I stayed on top of the scarifying last year and surprisingly a lot still comes out, but as you can see there's a lot of dead stuff in there. But that mound was the first pass and then this was the second and third pass. Then I just ran the mower over just to clean up anything that I may have missed. And then it was snack time. Those Warrior protein bars are elite. Now my face is about to tell you a story. This is core aeration. My neighbour and I, we planned to hire a machine. The company contacted him literally the night before and said that the person that had it before us broke the machine. So I had to do it manually. So that's one side done, and then I had to do the other side. And then that's both sides done. And that took me around about an hour and a half. And then you're left with your Swiss cheese lawn. And then next I moved on to levelling the lawn. Now I've never done this and we've been here since 2019. Now I see the Americans use sand all the time, and then a big shout out to the little lawn sod because he's the one that gave me the little push over the edge to finally get it done. Now I find sand is a lot easier to work with to get it level, and honestly it did a really good job. I'm really pleased with it. Now they are honestly as flat as my bum, which you're about to see. The lawn, not my bum. And then next I went over the lawn with a roller just to get this flattened down. Now, I'm sure this roller's from the 1920s. It weighed an absolute ton, but it did a really good job. And then that's both sides all level. And then I'm moving on to seeding. I'm using the dark green grass seed from Garden Lawn Care Guy. I used this on my lawn last year and honestly, wow, this grass seed is elite. Now, as I said, it was really windy, so I found doing this really, really difficult because it was just going everywhere. And then next, I'm moving on to the seed and turf fertilizer. It's a 696, which basically just gives the seed a good start. And then lastly, I'm going to move on to top dressing the lawn using the Westlands Jack's Magic and the Landsea compost roller. This thing just makes it light work. I used around about 4 bags in the end, so it wasn't too bad for both sides. Then I went over the lawn again with a 1920s roller because you want good seed to soil contact. And now I'll water 3 times a day for the next 21 days and I'll pray. So like and follow for more.